Hey moms, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I use my planner. Now this planner I purchased from Amazon. It is literally a basic planner. I can't remember how much it cost. I will put a picture of it here with the name. And so I'll be using this. I will be going through my Abeka daily guide. We are with Abeka, but I do make a little bit of adjustments with it because my daughter doesn't do their reading program. We are actually working on the Heartwood Hotel series. This is a really good book. We've already read the first one. This one's pretty good. And then I'm gonna be looking through her science. I almost said history. I'll be looking through her science and kind of figuring out if there's anything that I can add to it. Usually I have to add in a co-op day. We don't have co-op right now just because of the circumstances that we are going through. So if you'd like to stick around and see how I do my planning, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I just wanted to give you a close-up of the planner. So this is the 2019-2020 student planner. It's pretty basic, don't mind this. This is for my notes. And then it starts out with like just an overlook of the calendar. It just shows the month. And then these are your tabs for whatever subject you're gonna be using. And then just your days, Monday through Friday. It has little, blocks for Saturday and Sunday. A don't forget little note area where you can put things. And if you have any goals you wanna put. I also bought these little labels. They're colored labels, and you'll see why I purchased them, but I bought these from Amazon as well. GarageSalePup.com. That is the brand who makes these, and the size is 1/2 by 3/4 labels. First off, I am just gonna open up here to the lesson we're starting next week. So we're gonna be starting off with lesson 121, week 25. So I'm gonna open it up here to April, is it 6th? Yes. Wow, that sounds crazy. We are just gonna get started here. I usually just pick out, different color pens, and then I use my red usually when there's a test, which is all the time. I'm just gonna get out one of my sheets here. Don't mind my kids yelling in the background. They're in the backyard playing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start putting these in these little boxes. So I put the one down here because I need it for my makeup day, because Tuesdays we usually have co-op. So I'm gonna keep it like that just because if we do our 5 days of work in 4 days, we'll have 3 days off. So that's what I'm aiming for. So I'm still gonna continue doing my makeup day for Tuesday's work. And for that, I have an outline that I made at the beginning of the year. So Monday, we added spelling and poetry with history. Wednesdays, reading, phonics, and language. Thursdays, we have our writing test and Bible. And then Friday, we have arithmetic. So we double up on these things each day. Now I'm noticing that we're kind of not real motivated right now. I think it's just because of everything that's going on. So like today, it got kind of late and the kids wanted to go out in the backyard to play. So she wasn't done with all of her work, but that's okay because she does so much work. She's fine. So I'm okay with that, and I'm just gonna carry it over to the next day. That's what we're planning. So this will be makeup. This is activity time, which you guys know if you're with Abeka, activity time is art, history, health, or science. So this is gonna be spelling and poetry, arithmetic, writing, reading, phonics, Bible. So that is my outline. So we're gonna start looking at my daily guide through Rebecca. And we're gonna look at Bible here. So this is gonna be Matthew 5:13 through 16. That's what she's gonna be working on for the week for her memorization. And then I don't write anything else on there just because the teacher does everything else with her. So I'm going to write off, because this is normally her co-op. So we'll do that. Okay, so next is gonna be phonics, and she just does her phonics workbook pages. So this is just gonna be page 241 through 242. There's nothing else that we do with phonics. And then reading. So reading, we are working out of the Heartwood Hotel, like I mentioned. So we will be on chapter 14 when we start on the 6th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just write Heartwood. And this is gonna be chapter 14. And we read one chapter a day. Now I don't have her do makeup with reading. We just continue on to the next day. So how many chapters in this book? I didn't realize we were almost done with this book. So then I'm just gonna write it so that I don't forget. Okay, so she's gonna read chapter 15. Okay, she's going to do her Heartwood. Oh, you can't really see this pen, I'm sorry. I'll use a different one. Book report. And I usually get book report templates just off of Google, and I print the free ones out. So we're gonna finish this book up with this week. We'll start the new book the following week. Okay, so moving on from that. I usually go day to day, but because we're almost done with it, I thought I might as well just do that. Okay, so moving on to writing. She's gonna be writing a journal entry. So let me get my folders. Writing, I'm just gonna look to see what she's gonna be working on. So just copy work, write a story about this picture. Sometimes I have her write what she's interested in instead of doing something like that. Writing, she just has copy work. Okay, so it's just the 188 copy work, page 188 copy work. Okay, and then I'm gonna be writing a journal entry as well. And then let me see what she's learning first. Well, okay, I'm not gonna confuse you. So let's go on to arithmetic. Arithmetic, she's going to just have her seat work, 241 and 242. She needs a ruler and geometric shapes cut out from paper or cardboard. So I'm gonna write that in a different color. So she needs a ruler and then geometric shapes. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. And then spelling and her poetry. She has the same poem that she's been doing, or she just started it, I think this last week. No, it's 124. Oh, that's Mondays. Okay, you guys, sorry. Okay, so this is 120 or lesson 24. So you know what I forgot to do, and I'm sorry, but I always write the week that we're on and then the lesson. There we go, there's that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is spelling is literally what I have her do is I have her do on Mondays. she does her new spelling list. Okay, so her new spelling list. So she will be writing her flashcards. Okay, and we'll go over flashcards. And then that's it for that. I mean, she'll do her poem and everything, but I don't write that down because she does that all the time. So I usually don't write stuff like that down. Okay, so activity time. As you can see, I'm not gonna do PM reading because we don't do the reading with them. Combination practice is combination practice. I never write it in my book. And then, so science is gonna be activity. I believe this is her last week of her science book. So science, she's going to be reading out of pages 170 through 174. Now this is what I do to add other things in, okay? So we're gonna go to 170. And she's learning about Earth and space, her favorite. She loves Earth and space. I'm sorry, you guys, this is like so unorganized, but I want you guys to be able to see, and I hate working like this, it stresses me out. Okay, you guys, so Earth and space. So what I'm gonna do is I have this that I got her for Christmas. I love it. It's a devotional. It's about God and science and how everything works together. So she's gonna be learning about the stars, shooting stars, constellations, and that is gonna be for Monday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look in here and see what I can find about stars. We've already read this one, so I'm not gonna do that one again. Here's a star right here, and we've actually talked about this star. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be something that we do together with her science, just to kind of bring more in about God. Even though they do the Bible says and everything like that, I'm doing this, okay? It's a good way to get it in there. So this is gonna be devotion number 9. Devotional. Okay, so number 9, page 22. So we're gonna read about this on Monday as well. Okay, so that's gonna be our added for Monday. So I'm gonna move that to the side. And then makeup that we do on Mondays, spelling, poetry, and history. So that would be science. So there's gonna be a lot of science. Turn to Tuesday. Okay, so, where am I? Right here. So science, because this is what I'm making up. This is my makeup on Monday, but it's Tuesday's work, okay? You guys may not do that, but this is how I do mine. So it's gonna be 175 through 179. So it's gonna be the sun. We are gonna do science right here. And we're gonna do devotional. Science, page 175 through, I think 179, right? 179. Okay, so now I'm gonna find a devotional in here about the sun. This is it right here. Okay, so this is gonna be devotional 35, page 74. Now, if it gets too overwhelming, like I said, we stop early and then we just bring that over to the next day. If we don't get it done, we don't get it done. We always continue on to the next day. I try not to stress out about it. Some days is harder than others for me to just kind of regroup and know that it's okay if we don't finish everything. So I'm skipping Tuesday because again, I do it in my makeup. And then Wednesday's Bible, it's the same thing. So we're just gonna continue this all the way through. phonics and language. Okay, so it says here that this is going to be the astronaut. If I were an astronaut. Arithmetic is going to be a test. So I'm going to use my red. Spelling and poetry. List 24. So Wednesday activity time is the moon. This is what you're gonna need. I just write down the items that we're gonna need that she doesn't already have at her desk. She has scissors at her desk already, and then obviously I'm an adult, so I'm here, so I'm not gonna write any of that down, but she will need that. So she's gonna be doing everything about the moon, and this is gonna go to 84. So now we're gonna pull out this, and I'm just gonna go back and write a post-it. Devotional number 9, this was lesson 121. There's a moon tonight. Here we go, you guys. So this is going to be for lesson 123. So this is going to be devotional number 12, page 28. Okay, so we're gonna read this for this lesson because it's all about the moon. Now I'm gonna be pulling what we need to make up on Wednesday for Tuesday's work. So let me get to, so Wednesday's reading and phonics language. Okay, so we're just gonna be reading 15, that'll be fine. And we'll just discuss it and talk about it together because we read that aloud together. She reads it to me. So reading, we're gonna skip this week. So I'm just gonna write it so I don't think I'm missing something. So we're gonna skip reading, and then I said phonics and language. So phonics and language, that is going to be 123. Phonics and language is, so what I typically do, just to kind of give you guys a heads up so this makes sense. So Monday, she's gonna do Monday's work, okay? And then when she's done with Monday's work, she's gonna do Tuesday's after. Okay, so she'll do the science after that, obviously, so it's in order. Typically, we don't do spelling words just because she literally just did it here, so I'm not gonna have her go over everything again. That's fine. So then once we go on to Wednesday's work, what happens is we will do what comes for the makeup first, because this is Tuesday's work, so I don't want her to be confused. So I have her do Tuesday's work first. So she'll do her reading if she had it, and then she would do her phonics and language sheet. Now I don't always have her do the phonics and language video on makeup. The only time I will have her do that is if I see her struggling, if I see she's not doing her worksheets right, or there's a new concept that she's not understanding or that she's missed. That's when we will go ahead and do that DVD, or I will explain it to her. Other than that, I just have her do her sheet, her seat work, and her class work, and then she starts with Bible and then goes through. Sometimes she switches up her day. It doesn't matter to me, just as long as she's doing her work. I'm fine with that. Okay, so moving on to Thursday. Again, Bibles, it's just continuing on with her memorization. I believe she's going to be working on Noah's Ark, so we'll be talking about that. With Noah's Ark, let me see here real quick on Friday. Yeah, see, they're doing part 2 of Noah's Ark. So what I'll probably have her do is, this is a library book. We've had it forever, and that's because I can't return it right now. But I'm going to look, Noah's Ark would be at the beginning. This is a Bible's character book, and it's actually really cool. My daughter's not fond of it, but I really love it. So I'm going to have her read, where's Noah's Ark? Here's Noah. So after she goes through Noah's Ark part 1 and part 2, which is Friday is when she's on part 2, I'm going to have her read, let's see here. You know what I may have her do? Noah's Ark starts on 122. So that would be Tuesday. So Wednesday, part 1 as well. Okay, so Wednesday, let's go back to Wednesday. Wednesday, Bible, I'm going to have her read, hold on one second, Bible character, Okay, so I'm gonna have her read about Noah, okay? Just page 22 and 23, okay? So she'll read 22 and 23 on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, no, not Thursday, on Friday, I'll have her read that. So I'm just gonna write that right now just so that I don't forget. Don't mind my chicken scratch, guys. Page 24 and 25. It's all about Noah and Noah. Part 2. Okay, so that I'm gonna have her add in. You can never get enough Bible, and my daughter absolutely loves the Bible, which if she loves it, I'm just gonna, that's what we're gonna work on. Back to lesson 124. We have a test, and she's going to have page 247 and 248 to do. And then that's it for phonics. Seat work. Okay, so just jumping into this real quick, we do have the, what is it? Appendix seat work back here. Honestly, I don't even have her do this. She knows most of this stuff. If she's struggling, then I use this as an extra resource, or I just make up things on my own and do that with her, because I already have her do her spelling list. And then the only other thing on here that I already have in her folders are her reading comprehension sheets, and we do that already. But I don't have her write these sentences and do all the abbreviations. She's doing fine. She remembers it. So I just feel like this is busy work and she doesn't need to do it. So we leave that out. Okay, sorry, moving back. So this was phonics. Where are we? That's that. We don't have seat work. AM reading, she's not doing that because she's gonna be doing her book report, okay? This will be her rough draft. And then she'll do her final book report, okay? Can you even see that? Okay, so that'll be her final book report. Okay, see how I have to go back and forth? Hopefully it's not confusing you. So next would be writing. She's gonna have her speed drill, which she has. I don't even write that in here. And then she's gonna have her pages 247 and 248 for her math. Spelling list, right, that she always does. And then maybe, what can she do with her spelling list? We'll do flashcards. We do that every day. And then she has to write her spelling list. We did sentences already, so she won't have to do that. I usually do that once a week. Moving on, class activity time is class singing. We usually skip that. So I'm gonna say skip because she doesn't have to do that. And And then Thursday's her writing test and Bible. Let's see. Writing test. Okay. And then Bible, we usually don't go back just because it's confusing, right? But Tuesday is part 1. Tuesday, Wednesday is part 1. So Tuesday's 1, Wednesday's 1. So she has to watch, because this is parts to it, I'm gonna have her watch makeup, Bible lesson 122. So then she'll do this Bible and then lesson 123 as well. If you guys have listened to my other videos or watched my other videos, you know that she doesn't always watch the whole video of Bible. She'll just do the verses with the class and she will listen to the actual teaching. So I'm not having her sit through so much, and then we'll do this Bible together, like as a morning basket break type thing between. So that's how I'll do that, just so she doesn't miss out on that story. I don't want her to get confused, even though she pretty much knows the story of Noah. Okay, so that is that for Thursday. We're already done with that. Phonics is 249 and 250. And then no seat work. Okay, so her class reading is when she would do her skill sheet. So that's, I never write that down because it's just in her thing and she does it. So I'm not writing it down here, but she will have her skill sheet along with her book report to rewrite. Discovering a new planet. That'll be fun. Okay, so arithmetic is just pages 249 through 250. Spelling, okay. Thursdays we usually do the test. So I'm gonna put her spelling test here. Okay. If she does not do well on it, then we do it on Friday. If she does well on it, we don't do it on Friday, we skip it. But she will do her poetry with the class regardless. She'll watch the video. So I'm not gonna write, here, I'll write spelling. Uh-oh. Test, question mark. Okay, so that's done. And then there's nothing except for art. So I will put art here. If she wants to do art with the class, she can. If she doesn't, she does not have to. We could do something else. So that is it, you guys. That is what I'm looking at for my planning. So what I will do now is I'm going to get a Post-it. Okay, also I wanted to mention that with this, while we're doing math or whatever, depending on if it's just recapping and her learning exactly what she's already gone over, what I will typically do is we will play a game, or I will just write stuff out on a whiteboard for her, things like that, just to kind of change it up. But this is it, you guys. This is how I typically do my planner, and that's it. And you guys can play around with it. If you are with a Becca, you can take stuff out and add stuff if you're not accredited. And you can kind of just learn how to maneuver around things so that they are learning everything that they're supposed to be learning so that they don't fall behind, but making it a little more fun and interesting and more hands-on. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. Thanks for checking out this video.